San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, Philadelphia Eagles defending Super Bowl champs. They don't look the same as they did last year, though. They don't look like they are completely unstoppable like they did last year, though. Now, their defense looks great. I think they have some problems on the offensive side. Is it enough to get through to win at the link, move on to another round? Or is San Francisco, who has had their ups and downs, don't get me wrong, a lot of it because of injuries. Man, San Francisco just seems so inevitable this year, though. With all these injuries, they find a way to still make the playoffs. Brock Purdy, if it wasn't for Brock Purdy being injured the first, 8 games of the season, I think he's in the MVP race the way he's played over the last couple games. And now he has a chance to sink the defending Super Bowl champs on their home field, Lincoln Financial Field, on Saturday night. Can the San Francisco 49ers pull this one off?
You're exactly right. This feels like the San Francisco is like the team of destiny a little bit. And it just,
it's weird, but it does, doesn't it?
That's the thing, is it is kind of weird. I can't really lay out exactly why I feel like that, but yeah, I am leaning the San Francisco way the entire way, honestly, for the entirety of the NFL playoffs. I think I'm going to kind of consistently lean towards the 49ers. And just obviously they've had some missteps. They are 12-5. But keep in mind that Brock Purdy did not play this entire season, so there's that as well. I don't know, man. It feels like this 49ers team has all the pieces. They've been here before. They, Brock Purdy's looking to really kind of not really write the narrative, because I feel like people are starting to understand that he's legit, but in the postseason hasn't had quite the level of success that I think people would expect from how much success he's had in the regular season. I don't know. My initial thought on this one was, yeah, this is 49ers all the way. But then they're facing the Eagles. This is a very good Eagles team.
Yeah, and you look at the weather that's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be gross. It's supposed to be raining. It's supposed to be some disgusting type of weather in Philadelphia. So who do you lean towards in that one? I mean, do you lean towards Christian McCaffrey, the shifty running back, or do you lean towards Saquon Barkley? Either of them don't really have issues fumbling the football. I think this season McCaffrey's had 2 fumbles, hasn't lost one. Barkley's had 1 fumble. He did lose that one, but that's not anything to pay attention to say, man, either of these players have fumbling issues. Now, who knows if they're playing it the way they are with this kind of weather, right? You look at the 49ers defense, a lot of injuries. Yet again, no Fred Warner. Although we're seeing him climb up stadium walls, he's not going to be in this game. On the flip side, with the offensive lines, Lane Johnson might return for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that could be huge. Trent Williams, will he play for the San Francisco 49ers? If so, that could be huge. Does it come down to just having available people be ready to be the answer for this game winner? Or does it not matter? Because the Niners, game in and game out, have shown that just next man up mentality, and they've found a way to win football games. This is a wild game. This is a wild 2 games for me, or wild 2 teams to me. I think this, to me, is the biggest question mark. As we are sitting right now, I still don't know who I want to pick this game.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to go with San Francisco, and I think it'll be by 2 scores.
Wow.
Yeah, I do. I think that the Eagles are just going to kind of fall apart here, and the 49ers are going to capitalize. But that being said, I am going to completely handicap myself and say there's a real chance that the 49ers don't show up either. If the rain becomes a thing, or if the Eagles show up a little bit more than I expected them to, it could be more even. But my initial thought is I think it's going to be pretty one-sided 49ers game here. Eagles will try to keep up and kind of keep it around the 2-score mark, if you will. It'll be a little bit of a burst from 49ers, and then we kind of ride it out towards the end of the game is how I see this going. I am surprised to see that the matchup predictor and the odds are in the Eagles' favor here. I just feel like the 49ers are better, unless they incur some crazy injuries in this one like they did in the NFC Championship game a few years ago. I think this is their game, to win.
If I remember correctly, the game that the Eagles and the Bills played a couple of weeks ago, where the Eagles just snuck by a win, 13-12, I think was the final. That game was a mess with rain, and it was disgusting weather-wise. And Jalen Hurts struggled. I don't think he had a completion in the second half. I think that was a thing they were talking about, where the Eagles didn't have a single completion in the second half. They still won the football game. He only threw for 100 yards on the game. Saquon Barkley only had for 70 yards, if I remember. There were some issues with the defense. The defense obviously stood up enough to not get Josh Allen any touchdowns. I think they had only field goals in that football game as well. I think the defense obviously is going to be what holds on. If the defense can make turnovers on Brock Purdy, I think the Eagles stand a chance. But if there's no turnovers, if Brock Purdy finds a way to just score a couple touchdowns, get into a red zone a couple times, win the field position battle, I think it's the 49ers game. If the weather is bad, the way that I remember that Bills game is that if the weather's bad, I don't think I trust Jalen Hurts to win this football game.
This Eagles team just doesn't feel consistently high-powered enough on offense. Like, they have moments where they are really good, but a lot of the time it feels like they're just letting down, kind of what they're capable of. And that's why I'm leaning 49ers here. There's a chance that the 49ers, or excuse me, that the Eagles have the offensive game that they're capable of. Like, they are capable of having a really good offensive night, or day, I suppose. It'll be 3:30 Central. But I am leaning towards the Eagles offense kind of sputters out. It's not really clicking. It's another one of those games, man. Like, it feels like the Eagles have those games a lot. And I'm just going to bank on the fact that the 49ers defense is going to cause some trouble. Okay. They're going to be, kind of, they're going to be pretty solid on offense, 49ers, I mean, and the Eagles aren't going to be able to keep up. I think they're just going to struggle offensively in this one. You're right. The defense will probably hang, but you got to score points to win. And unless the pick six from Cooper DeJean's coming down the pipe, give me the 49ers.
I couldn't save the graphic. I'm with you. I think the Niners are going to win this football game as well. Another upset on the road. Wild one. This will be a wild one. If the Philadelphia Eagles go down on wild card weekend, yeah, it'll be insane. Because you could imagine that. The conversations that'll happen after this game happens and the San Francisco 49ers win. No Chiefs, no Eagles. I mean, brand new Super Bowl, potentially. Ooh. ESPN's got this one 55.4 in favor of Philly. They don't agree with us. San Francisco 44.6. Pretty close to a coin flip, though. It's close enough. It's going to be a wild game for sure.